Today is a good day. So with tax stamps going to $0, I decided that I have a few projects that I really wanted to push forward. One of them was this thing here. This is a Ruger American Ranch Chamber 300 Blackout SBR. So pretty much as soon as I got through filing for my SBR, I was able to rip the barrel off this thing and had an idea for a Mad Max build. This is kind of what I imagined in my head. So when I dropped the barrel off, had it cut, had it threaded, got the Resilient Jolene on here. The barrel's been chopped, I think 10.5 inches or so. But the neatest thing about this is this stock. So it has a folding stock on it. I've got a 1913 Picatinny rail back here and a Midwest Industries folding stock. So, excuse me, it's cold. It's 19 degrees here, so everything is hitting hard today. So the stock was cut at an angle straight down here and then that angle here. Epoxy was filled in back in the tang, and this 1913 rail was put in to where I could put this folding stock on here. And then of course I had to rattle can it. Now, like I said, this is kind of what I had in mind for if Mad Max wanted a really quiet, short bolt action gun, I believe this right here would be it. And I actually did this Mad Max style. So I ripped this barrel off using nothing but a pipe wrench. I also set the headspace on it and tightened it back up with nothing but a pipe wrench, just to kind of keep along that same motto. You can see I got two little white lines right here. Those are just my witness marks. If anything ever happens, if it ever shifts, I'll know it. I'm not a gunsmith by any stretch of the imagination, but so far, this is my second outing with this, and I am really digging it. Those few rounds there, the first two were some type of supers I had laying around, and the next couple were some sub-X. I've got some more trash ammo in here today. I don't know if they're going to be supersonic, subsonic. I don't know what they're going to be. Just some ammo I got laying around. I want to get rid of it, so we're going to burn through it today. I was going to put a chronograph out here and kind of check everything out and see what kind of velocities we're getting. But I thought also about getting my bench out here and doing some like real bench rest shooting and trying to see what kind of accuracy potential I can get with this barrel being the way that it is. But with it being 18 degrees out here today, I know I'm gonna have a hard time keeping batteries alive, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. All we're gonna do is set up here about 50 yards and just see what I can do off of the tripod today. Something else that's pretty neat about this little Ruger American Mad Max build is that with this stock on here, this folded stock, is still the exact same length of pull as the factory stock would be. It was done extremely well. Very comfortable. I know it's kind of hard to tell just because of the way I got it painted, but this optic is a Vortex 1 to 5. I can't remember what it's called. Crossfire, I guess, I believe. We're gonna aim at that top target. Well, whatever that was, it was supersonic. If I'm not mistaken, I think these might be the 150 grain or 125 grain Fiocchi's Field Dynamics. I really can't remember, to be honest with you. That last shot was pulled to the right just a little bit by me. I'm not upset by this group. I mean, I'm not shooting from a bench, just shooting off of the tripod. at what I would consider just a normal hunting distance for what I do, and not using a real precision optic either. That might be about 1.5 inches. I'm not even taking my time. Get some more loaded up. This particular American, it only takes the factory box rotary magazine. I do got another one of these that's identical to it, that has a 16-inch barrel on it, and it takes the AR mags, but I found that I really like this box mag better. It doesn't load as easy, but it sure does feed a whole lot smoother than what the AR style ones do. So I'm actually pulling these out of an AR mag now to load back into here. And once again, I have no idea what ammo this is. The stuff that I had loaded up. Might be super, might be subs, no clue. It's kind of hard to do with gloves on. But it is definitely cold out here this morning. I'm just glad the wind isn't blowing. I'm aiming at the bottom of the target this time. See what happens. The bottom of the top target. Still hitting high. Hitting a little bit left too. Curious to see how hot that Jolene is now. A little toasty. Probably put my hands on and warm them up real quick, but I'll be all right for right now. These are definitely supersonics. I still think these are the 125 grain Fiocchis. I'll come back out here some other time. I want to get some ammo from Discreet Ballistics. Just get a good hunting ammo and get sighted in with it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe before I had the barrel chopped on here, this thing was sighted in with the Hornady Sub X's. But I don't plan on hunting with them any. So I'm not too worried about hitting what I'm actually aiming at right this instant. Get a good sub on there. I'm pretty sure it'll be hitting lower than what these are hitting. So more than anything else, I'm just burning through ammo, enjoying my new build. I don't know how well it comes across on camera. Even shooting supersonics out of this bolt gun, it's quiet. I mean, you still got the supersonic crack, but you don't hear the crack at your, like, right in your face, you know? Like, you don't have any of the port pop from an AR or anything. All your sound seems like it's coming from just downrange. You're not just getting hammered with it. if you look at the groups down there, you're gonna say, man, this guy is a trash shooter, and yeah, I am, but the groups right now are nothing to write home about. But like I said, we're not really going for that right now. It just looks horrible. Can is still nice and tight. So I do use reared end mounts and muzzle devices. I absolutely love them. Plan B from Q, that's where it's at. Or Plan B by Q, I guess. They're the ones that came up with it. It's about the only thing Q has done right. If you ask me about them, I'd say they have a lot of good ideas, a lot of good concepts. Sometimes they have poor execution, and for the price, it's not worth it. This little Ruger American Ranch, I would take it over a fix any day. Actually getting a little bit of mirage off that suppressor now. That one definitely sounded different. I'm pretty sure that one might have been like borderline between subsonic and supersonic. It hit lower and left than the rest of those. It actually almost hit the center of the target. Maybe I'm into something a little bit different now. Definitely into something different. Different ammo in here. That's a nice little group right there. I'm still aiming at the bottom of the target, but these are hitting just left. They're hitting just left and about 5 inches higher than where I'm aiming. Nice little group though. I don't know what these are. I have no clue. The end of them isn't quite as pointy as those last ones, but they don't look to be a bigger bullet. I mean, the shank might go in deeper, but as far as the overall profile of them, they're not any different. Well, that was a pretty respectable little group down there for what I'm doing. If I quit dropping these things. I got so much clothes on right now, I can barely walk, much less bend down. All right. Well, I guess I should have loaded that last one, huh? I'm gonna keep shooting into that same group. I just want to see how well I can actually do now. In case y'all are wondering, the scope is illuminated and it is not daylight bright. Tell you what, these little Ruger Americans, they just shoot. Even with this little 10.5-inch barrel on here, it is stacking them. Granted, I am only at 50 yards. But I'm pretty impressed with that right there. Got quite a bit of mirage coming off the suppressor now. Starting to get a little bit harder to tell where my dot's actually at, putting that black dot on a black target and then have the mirage hit also. That one was a little bit spicier than the rest of them. How many rounds I got left in here? So I got 4 more. All right. This is my last 4 here. I'm gonna call it a day with this. That was a good sub. Mirage is horrible right now. And that's it. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that group. I'm very, very happy with that right there. Okay, 1 round left. Well, now I know these Ruger Americans have a hard time feeding from the, just dropping it in. Need to be feeded from the mag. Yeah, real happy with that.